Okay, I think most of the people are here, so we can make a start. First of all, I'm very happy to announce that Nafty Art is officially live and working extremely well. We have been testing, we have been doing better with help. We thank for all the support for the community, for the testing, for the bugs that they reported. And I think we're in a perfect state. We already began with a huge sale. I don't know whether you have seen the news, but we were featured on a lot of extremely famous financial websites such as Yahoo Finance, Market Watch, and a lot more. We'll still be sharing with you a lot more PR releases that we are having about the launch of Nafty Art. And the biggest news there is that we made a huge sale of almost $1 million for a Kama Sutra set for a collector, and it's an amazing thing. And as you know, 4%, 5% will go to the holders, and this will be redistributed uh, in the end of every quarter, as we said before. So as you can see, Nafty, it's delivering. Already we already have all our platforms live. We already have Nafty Art, which is one of our flagship products, and we are ready to put more and more content creators. We'll be having now, if you go to activities on the website, you can see how many content creators are joining, how much content they're putting. We are already having a lot of content creators share their art and having to sell. We are speaking with the content creators also to, apart from selling the NFT, to make something special for their fans. For example, if somebody buys an NFT, they can have a video call, or they can play a game, or they can have a special gift from the model. So we're not just doing a simple NFT website, but we are also trying to bring additional value to the fans, to the creators as well. And I think that we are on the right path of doing something amazing. And of course, this is just the start. Today, it's the first day, the official first day of the Nafty Art. There is still a lot more to go. There is millions of models and content creators that are potential customers and clients of the NFT platform. And I think that we are in an extremely good position to only grow and grow. About the Kama Sutra collection that was sold for 1 million, it's going to be split in 69,000 British pounds per month. And because the collection is not ready, it's a collection of 69 cards, and the cards are being designed and made as we speak. So this is very good news. And another thing that we'll have over the next few days, it's going to be huge media coverage. We're going to be uploading a lot of new content creators will be joining the platform, and we're going to make this a really huge success. So other things apart from obviously Nafty Art that we want to share with you is about the big platform that we are preparing to launch in November. So the name that we have chosen for now with the help of the community, it's nafty.me. It's free. I think we already have it. But if you have any other suggestions of names that are free and are a Nafty flagship product, you can suggest. At the moment, it's the temporary domain. It's Catwall. That is the landing page to it, but it's going to be changed, and we're going to have the mega platform, which will be social media, fan club, advertising platform, NFT marketplace, all in one, ready by the end of the year in November. So this is the next big, huge thing that we are working on. However, in the meantime, we are still full of surprises. Over the last 6 months, we have been secretly developing something that we have not put in the ecosystem. And on Monday, I'm going to share with you a huge surprise about a new platform that we have been building. And I can tell you that there is no such thing on the market. It's new innovation for the adult industry that will be huge. And I have been already speaking with content creators about the idea, if they like the concept, and they love it because it's something that will help content creators make additional money from their content. And we're going to share more on this on Monday. So stay tuned for this news. It's going to be very, very interesting, and it's going to be very big. Another news that we have is that over the past few weeks, we have been testing the recurring Nafty Pay payments every day. So what we did is we have a lot of accounts, testing accounts running for recurring Nafty payments every day, and all the transactions are going smooth. But of course, we want to test it as much as possible because in the end of the day, it's a payment processor, payment solution, and we must be 1000% sure that everything is working perfectly. For now, it is working perfectly, but we are continuing with the tests until we are sure that it will not cause any issues when somebody integrates it. So this is something that the team is also working on, and soon we will also have the PayPal style of Nafty Pay. As you know, we're developing something similar to PayPal with client logging with personal accounts for Nafty Pay, and we'll be sharing with you the designs and how it's going to look. And obviously there the idea is people who are not that familiar with obviously blockchain and how to buy crypto and how to go through PancakeSwap to be able to go and buy Nafty with debit and credit card, easily swap their Nafty without the need to create wallets and anything like this, and be able to buy into the ecosystem, because we want the ecosystem to work with Nafty, and we also want to make the customer experience as smooth as possible and as easy as possible in order to make a purchase in the ecosystem. So this is the other big thing that the team is currently working on. And these are the main news for now. We are continuing with our marketing campaigns about Nafty Art. We have shilling teams, we have PR, we have advertisement in Twitter, we have crypto influencers sharing us, we have content creators sharing us. We'll be putting forward in the group obviously what is happening, and as you can see, the market is positively responding to what we are doing, and the price will only grow. As you know, our platforms are here to stay, and this is only the start. They will not disappear. Nafty is a brand that will be here for the years ahead to come, and will be coming up always with new innovations, new technology that will be barriers to entry. And as you have seen so far, what we are doing and what we are promising, we are always delivering, and we're actually outperforming sometimes in what we deliver, because we have, as I said, few surprises that we are working on behind the scenes. So this is the main update for today. About the game, the two games that we have, the Trip and the 6900 game, we're going to make a video AMA, and we're going to draw the winner wife, but it's going to be after this one. As I'm speaking, the team is collecting all the transactions from the blockchain, because we need to obviously to download all the transactions and browse through them in order to see all the purchases that have been made. And when we have the spreadsheet ready, we're going to send it to the community, and then I'm going to make live AMA, where we're going to use a random number generator. We're going to also put this on YouTube, so you can see that everything we're doing is absolutely legitimate. We're not doing anything, we're not choosing the winner beforehand. Everything will be done live here in my office, and but this is going to be done after this AMA. We're going to announce the time. Okay, so now I'm open for questions.
Hey, George, how's it going?
It's going amazing. I have been working, let me see, around 14 hours until now. I'm still alive.
Wow, yeah, we're on the same boat, bro. I got 2 jobs, daytime and evening shift. Anyways, so you said we get reflection of revenues from the ecosystem, from the Nafty ecosystem, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay,
So
so
let
I
me explain.
believe our first quarter would be the end of this month.
That's correct.
Okay, so you said that you're still developing and testing the Nafty Pay. So does that mean the Nafty Pay is not active on your
No, no,
Nafty
no, no, no,
fans
no.
and Nafty TV, etc.?
No, we are testing the Nafty Pay recurring payments. This is something new and it's something different. Nafty Pay it's working perfect, but Nafty Pay it's a single transaction. So you go in Nafty Pay, you make one payment and that's it. You finish the transaction. This is Nafty Pay. What we are currently developing and what we are currently testing is Nafty Pay recurring. So this is something like a smart contract that you're doing, and it's extremely important for the adult industry, because when you subscribe to an adult website, most of the adult websites actually depend on the recurring payments, because you make a subscription, let's say, for a year, yeah, like in Netflix, let's say, and it automatically every
Yeah,
month
I get it. I get it. I honestly
recurs.
don't want to
Yeah,
waste
so
your breath.
yeah, so this
Uh,
is what we're working on, the recurring part.
okay. Do you know or have any idea about the monthly revenue volume we get from Nafty fans?
We're going to send, obviously, we're going to send everything in terms of reports about the volume, and we'll be sharing this with you in the end of the month. And obviously, as I said before, crypto payments and in general Nafty, it's an innovation, and it will take time
This
for
is a
the.
pump and dump, motherfucker.
Sorry, what was that?
Yeah. So what? Sorry, somebody came to foot, but anyway. Obviously, Nafty is an innovation, and it will take time for the end users to start using it as we want to. But we're going to send you the reports in terms of how many transactions are being done with Nafty Pay and how many purchases and everything in that system. Okay, but also you can see them on the blockchain. It's everything. It's public.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, like I'm really eager and patient to find out how the Nafty fans is actually, producing revenue and where we are with the,
We
the
are,
fans and the creators.
of course, we are still early in the start, but we have huge plans ahead.
Awesome. Thank you so much, George. And everybody else in this Telegram voice chat, please ask questions. If you don't ask questions, you're going to panic and you're going to start paper handing on the chat. So please, this is your chance to ask any questions as possible.
Yes, that's why I'm here. You can ask me anything.
Hey, George, question on the conversion. I've still got some version 1 that I'm just waiting on that conversion still. I came in a little bit late to the latest update.
The conversion, you mean from version 2 to version 3?
Yeah, so I was deployed and just plugged back in after it looks like 96 days, and you went from version 1 to 3. So all I have in my wall is still the version 1, which it looks like you burned, but obviously I missed that.
Okay, you need to DM me and to resolve with the team because I need to see your case. Okay,
All right, thanks.
no worries. Any other question, guys? Now is the time to ask.
Hey George, Mara speaking.
Hello.
So yeah, about the payment of the Nafty ecosystem, as I understand it, it's going to be quarterly, um, which you may want to watch out that if it's quarterly and then based on the number, based on the holders, that obviously you can have right before it you can have a pump, and then people just go after they get it, right? So
Okay, so how it's going to work? So we have, first of all, uh, if there are transactions, all the token holders obviously get reflections about the ecosystem, the profits that we're going to do. We're going to put a graph and explain each platform how it's generating profits. And we have a, in the new contract, in the version 3 contract, we have a delivery function, and the delivery function essentially, it's like it sends it works like reflection. We send to a wallet and it splits according to their percentage to all token holders. But yeah, I see what you mean. Like some people, you are saying that some people may just buy in order to get the reflection that we're going to do in the end of the quarter. Is this correct?
yeah, that's exactly it, right? I mean, because it's once a quarter, it might be a significant number.
Mm-hmm.
Would if it would be a weekly thing or a lot faster, then you wouldn't also have that problem of pump and dump every quarter.
Yeah, but anyway, it's maybe good if they buy, even if they. We're gonna see how it's gonna work, but we have, what we can also do is maybe split it over time. So, for example, not to do it in a single day, or maybe do it over a period of time so they hold. We'll see how we're gonna do it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about, right? I mean, I was thinking about the quarter, and then I was thinking about, well, if it takes a quarter to accumulate all the tokens that you want to redistribute, and obviously after waiting one first quarter, then you can probably slide that over a certain period of time that will allow you to reach the next quarter,
Yep. Okay.
which which then means that obviously that that you can do it a lot of a lot more occasion in more frequency.
Okay, we're gonna see, but in general, it's like every company shows, like in the real world, every company shows a report every quarter, and this is why we decided to do it exactly like this. So every quarter, we're going to make a report, and obviously, this report will include everything. It will include obviously the costs of running the platforms, the salaries of the people running the platforms. It will include the technology, and we're going to put this report forward for the community to be absolutely transparent in what we are doing. And we already have actually registered a trademark for Nafty. We have our company, which is called Nafty International as well. And these are the, obviously, as you can see with all other tokens that maybe are on the market, I don't know if anyone else has all these things. And this only shows that we are here to stay and our platforms are here for the long run. And I think will become extremely huge in the near future.
Yeah, okay. So no, that's great. I mean, the other thing is that I was trying to find the main website, right? So what would be the main website of Nafty where you can access all the ecosystem platforms?
Uh, what do you mean, the main, like
Like an
naftytoken.com?
umbrella, right? You would have an umbrella page, and from that page you could actually access the token, Nafty Art, Nafty fans, and all of that.
We are also working on this. It's one of the other surprises that I was going to talk about, and it's going to be called Nafty App, and we are already working on it. We'll be sharing the designs very, very soon.
Great.
So
Yeah,
this is
because
going to
obviously with a lot of platforms, eventually you need to,
yes,
you know,
yes, 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 yes.
from a user-friendly perspective, right?
Exactly. We already thought about this, and it's already in progress. So
Okay.
you ruined one of my surprises, but thank you.
Yeah. No,
Don't
but
worry, George. I
Yeah.
mean, Nafty app is gonna take a while. By then, we will forget, and you can re-surprise us.
Yes. But anyway, we'll send you very soon the mockups.
okay, great. Thanks.
Okay, guys. Any more questions?
Come on, guys, ask questions, man.
One question. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Oh, I heard that you guys was going to do like a different wallet to send the info about the last token, the small balance that everybody has.
Yes. Yes.
Uh,
I totally forgot about it. Yeah, I'm going to make an announcement, but I don't want now to mix. That's why we didn't send, because we only wanted to focus on Nafty Art. Now,
all right,
when we are all done with
no
Nafty
problem.
Art launch, we're going to give you the address for sending the version 2 token so we can drain the liquidity. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you.
No worries.
Okay.
Hey, guys, any more questions?
Hey, George, I had a question.
Yeah, of course. Let me know.
Okay, I know in the Discord, some people were saying that they were having problems getting approval. They were
Mm-hmm.
pending for quite a while, and I was just trying to find out if that was resolved yet, because actually I'm one of the people who are still sitting on pending.
Okay, let me speak with the team member responsible for handling this, and if it's not being done very good, we can maybe find another solution. And actually, I think this is one of our weaknesses, maybe Discord, and actually Discord is very popular in the US, so maybe we need to find some good moderators and some very active people who know how to do it. So yes, thank you for the feedback. We're going to improve it for
You're
sure.
welcome. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Real quick, when you say pending, are you mean pending for artist creator?
Correct, pending as a creator.
Okay, if you can just
After sending in
DM,
the photo ID and everything. Sure.
yeah, just
This
DM
is
me
in
on
Nafty Art,
Telegram.
or where, in Discord?
Yeah, Nafty Art, George.
Oh
I
no,
think you
Nafty
said.
Art.
Yeah, just DM me your email address, and then I can look into it, and I'll get you verified, or George, or one of the team
Oh
members.
yeah.
So I'll
They
take
thought
care of it.
about Discord, sorry. But
Okay, great.
we have a lot of creators who are applying, and obviously we need to check everything, because it also involves submitting documents and verification, because we need to make sure the quality and the KYC is done right. So this could be one of the reasons, but yeah, you can DM someone from the team and escalate it, and we'll make sure that you get approved.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, John. I got a question for you.
Of
How
course.
did how did this whole $1 million deal come about that you guys ended up running through the site? That just seemed kind of out of the blue and very cool. So I'm wondering what's up with that.
Well, this was something that we were working on for quite a while, and we wanted to make sure that the PR and everything comes with the launch as well. And we don't want to give a lot more details, but you can see from the PR most of the things about the deal. And anyway, we're going to have the reflections for the token holders as well. So this is very good. It's because it's like 50K, and we want to keep the buyer also a secret as well.
Okay.
Any more questions, guys?
Yes, I have a general question. What is the current circulating supply?
The current circulating supply after the burn it was 20 billion. I think now we burned more than 500 million, so it's around 19.5 or something like this.
Okay. Thank you very much. You're doing an outstanding job, and I was very impressed on how you dealt with the scammers. So great job.
Thank you very much, and we are happy that this is over.
I have a question. If you look at Bitmart now, someone pumped the price 40%, but in PancakeSwap, it's still 17 and not 30. Why is the price difference?
It's a good question. I think because of the market.
I can help you out.
Oh, okay.
Basically, they're two independent exchanges, right? They don't correlate between the two. They operate independently, and the way that the price ends up getting equalized is basically through arbitrage. So you'll find a huge discrepancy in price in one market. People will buy those and then end up selling them or purchasing them in another market, and that's the mechanism generally that's used that equalize the price. But they do operate completely separately, right? They have their own liquidity pool, they have their own token allotment. So that's sort of the way that ends up happening, and that's why the whole business of arbitrage exists, right? But you need to be careful with that when you're dealing with a tax token, because there's tax for buying and selling, so that price difference needs to be significant.
Yeah, and also people with USDT want to buy, and maybe they're buying quite crazy. They don't have BNB, so they decide to go through Bitmart. And the other reason is the PR that we're doing. It's obviously working, all the marketing campaigns, and people actually understand that we are going to be something big in the future.
Yeah, and generally we've kind of noticed over the last few months that whatever Bitmart is sort of doing, sort of is the precursor, and it ends up kind of spilling over. Bitmart will end up pulling back a little bit, and then PancakeSwap will end up picking up a little bit to sort of close that gap. At least historically, that's what's happened with us.
Yep.
Okay, thank you. Yes, I'm holding till the moon.
Of course, thank you, Joe. But in general, Pancake should close the gap, I think, but let's see. Any more questions, guys, while I'm here?
Go to work, George. Go make us money.
Oh, trust me, this is what I've been doing for the last 3 months, I think, of my life.
Less talk, more work.
Yeah.
I'm actually very happy. I'm glad that we're through that whole V3 issue. There's always a hit that comes with it, totally expected. Now it looks like we're completely back on track. Art's looking great. The new roadmap is looking fantastic. I think, from now up until December, I think we're all going to be laughing and smiling, and I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be great.
Trust me too. Especially when I give you in the next few weeks a few new secrets that we're doing, and we're going to change the adult industry, as we already said in the white paper.
I love it. Thanks, George.
No worries. Any more questions?
Hey,
Okay.
hi George.
Hey, hello.
Yeah. So currently, is company is in profit or still we are in a loss? Means every startup initially faces losses and it take times to comes into profit. So currently, are we in profit or still we are?
Well, as you know, we started as a decentralized, and yes, we are in profit, but we started decentralized, and we have the platforms, and we are profitable company. and it will only grow from here.
Okay. And about NFT Pay, is it going to be dedicated only to the means Nafty ecosystem, or we are going to target to some other external adult platform?
So this is about Nafty Pay. So Nafty Pay,
Yes.
this is the idea. This is our gateway to all the adult industry. So this is a very critical part, because when we start integrating, and as many adult sites have Nafty Pay as a payment solution integrated, then we'll be seeing extremely big a lot of transactions. They're going to be small, but it will be high volume, and then the reflections will start kicking in, and it will be amazing. But as I said before, Nafty Pay, for me, it's one of the biggest and the most time-consuming things, because of the fact that in order to integrate in all these adult websites, it will take time. It's not something that our team can do. We give them the documentation, we give them the integration instructions, and the platform, the adult platforms that are going to integrate, they have to do it with their own teams. So we can only push them and hope that they do it faster.
Yeah, because as it is a deflationary token, so how feasible is it is? Because if someone pay $100, then at the end it's going only 90 or 85. Then how is it? How much is it feasible? You see, as a payment gateway in compare with other cryptocurrency like Bitcoin and Ethereum, which has only very little amount of fees.
Well, Bitcoin and the other ones, they actually, their fees, I think, are very high. And when I was sending Bitcoin, I think, I don't know when it was,
Yeah,
2
yeah,
weeks ago.
we can ignore Bitcoin like any other cryptocurrency. Like Ethereum is not having that much fees,
But it's still,
because
the transactions are slow, and they are obviously more expensive than what we currently have with our token. And obviously, we'll be also looking at doing bridges and gateways. And don't forget, what we are trying to build around our crypto, it's first of all community, and second of all a brand name and creators. So if you say, if you go to an adult website and say integrate Bitcoin, they say for what they need to do integrations, things like this. But if we go there and say we have an active community, we have content creators that are our ambassadors, you get additional exposure from the Nafty brand, from the Nafty ecosystem, and then there is a good push or good motivation for adult websites to integrate exactly Nafty as the crypto that will be used for the transactions.
okay. So where you see the market cap in next 6 months or 1 year? If suppose Bitcoin crosses 100K market cap, sorry, 100K price, then where you see the Nafty 1 billion market cap?
I see at our aim, of course, it's to be the first adult token to reach 1 billion market cap, and we will be working very hard towards this goal. We have the strategy, we have the team, we have the content creators, and I think we have the experience to do it. So yes, this is my answer. I think we will be the first 1 billion market cap adult token. In terms of when, I hope soon, but I cannot answer exactly when this is going to happen.
Once Bitcoin crosses 100K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe sooner. I don't know.
Yeah, sure. Thanks a lot, George.
No worries.
And also about new companies operating at a loss at first, I wanted to point out that we are working from many years together, and that most of our platforms are actually quite old, and that they have been live for like 1 or 2 years or more. And as George said, those things are not built overnight. And the surprise that he has for Monday has been in development for at least 6 months. So we are actually not that new to the porn industry. We are just new to the crypto world. So there are very few of our platforms that have been built the last couple of months, but most of our work has been done the past several years.
Yes, as you know, we have extensive experience in the adult industry. So we are here to stay and we are here to grow. So do you have any more questions, guys?
Hi, George. How are you?
I'm doing perfect.
All right. Okay. My question, just wanted to find out if there's any chance for us listing in a beta exchange anytime soon.
Yes, we are already in process. And this is one of the reasons why we have registered Nafty International, which will be our company that will be operating.
All right. Thanks so much.
So it's something that takes time, unfortunately, because there is a lot of KYC verifications, and obviously we need to show that we are actual real business with real investors, with real token holders, etc. So it's something that we're already working on, and we'll give you an update as soon as we have something new, okay?
All right. Thanks so much. Good work, guys.
Thank you. Okay, guys. If there are no more questions, I'm going to close the voice chat for now. I'm going to write an announcement soon about the games that we have. I'm going to make one more this time video chat where we'll be doing the draw. We're going to also put this in YouTube as well after this. So as soon as I have the list of all the participants in the game, and when we're ready to do the draw, I will let you know, and I will announce the time of the next video call, but it should be within the next one hour. So thank you very much, and I'll speak to you very, very soon. Thank you.
Thanks, George.
George.
You